Okay, hey guys, so this is going to be a video that's going to show you how to do the pamphlet. Now, this video will be specifically about the imperialism pamphlet, but because we are going to do pamphlets throughout the whole year, it also basically shows you what you're going to do on the other pamphlets, just with different notes. So we're going to start off with the instructions that I gave you, which look like this, all right? And these instructions will be identical for the other future pamphlets as well. It's just that here at the bottom, where it tells you what notes you're covering, it'll be different notes. All right, and then I also made an example of what it's supposed to look like. Here's page 1, here's page 2 and 3, and here page 4. And as I go over the instructions, I will kind of go back and forth showing you what you're supposed to do. All right, so let's start off. So pamphlet, so you will be creating a 4-page pamphlet on the cause of World War I, which is notes 5, and World War I at home, which is notes number 6. You're going to take a blank sheet of paper, you're going to fold it in half to make it look like this. On each one of the pages, you're going to write 12 bullet points, and I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. The 12 bullet points for each section, no paragraphs. So I don't want paragraph writing, I want bullet points, like main ideas. So if each page is going to have a certain amount of sections, so we go in the instructions, down here at the bottom, it shows you like how many sections. So for this page, page 2, it's notes number 5, and you're going to be working on 3 sections. For notes number 6, as you see here, you're going to work on 3 sections. And for notes, continuance of notes number 6, you're going to work on 2 sections. All right, so this is basically what we're going to be doing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open up page 1, which is this one right here. And well, let me finish this back up again. So, all right, so each page will have 12 bullet points. Again, you're going to divide them into the different sections. So if 12 bullet points and you have 3 sections, then you're going to write 4 bullet points in each one. 3 sections by 4 bullet points equals 12. If it only has 2 sections, then you're going to write 6 bullet points on each one, and you're going to have 12. You're going to include a picture that's going to be drawn by hand. So out of the 12 bullet points that you write, you choose the most important one, and you draw a quick picture. No color is needed. Stick figures is fine. Then you're going to draw another box that's going to show you the 10 key words of what you were doing. So the 10 key words are the main ideas of the page. This is not a summary. These should be written in 1-word, 2-word, or 3-word increments. What it means is when you give me the 10 words, it could be 1 word at a time, like 10 of them, 10 different words that equal the 10 key words, or you could do 2 words at a time, so you have 2 words, 2 words, 2 words, 2 words, 2 words, and there's 10. And I'll show you what that means in a minute. All right, you could do this project all by hand, or if you want to do it on the computer or your Chromebook, you could do so as well. You will be creating this project again on notes number 5 and notes number 6. Now, page 1, which is the one you're looking on the right, has 3 things. You need to come up with a creative title, and it's in big letters up here. Now, you should do this at the end. Do all the writing that you got to do, and once you've gone over this material, come up with a creative title that describes it. It should have a large picture, and you can see a big box here, large picture. This could be done by hand if you want, or it could be printed out. So if you find a really good picture online, and just print it out and paste it on there. You could also do a small collage. Collages are like a series of little pictures that put them together represents the era. And the last thing is name period at the bottom of the page, and you name it period. All right, now page 2, which is where we go on the inside, so I'm going to move this to page 2. So this picture right here shows you what page 2 is. You look at the bottom right, page 2, and then page 3 should look like. And page 2, as you can see, says we're going to work on notes number 5, causes of World War I. And you can see up here, causes of World War I. And again, this one says that we have 3 sections. So you can see the 3 isms written right there, neutrality written right there, and reasons for the U.S. declaring war, just like 1, 2, 3. Now, once you put the 3 sections, now you got to divide up the 12 bullet points. In this case, I made it easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 for each one, because these 3 sections are fairly equal in length in the notes. When we go to notes number 6, again, now we're going to notes, a different set of notes, World War I at home. So you see World War I at home, note 6. And this one had 3 sections. As you could tell, 1, 2, 3, America gets ready for war, Wilson gains power, war boosts U.S. economy, just like the 3 here. Again, it's 12 bullet points, and I made it easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you can change it, because if for some reason this section is bigger than this one, like this is a large section, this is a small section, it doesn't make sense to do 4 bullet points for a big section and do 4 bullet points for a little one. So you could do 6 and 2, you could do 5 and 3, as ultimately these end up being 12. It doesn't matter if it's 4, 4 and 4, 5, 3 and 4, 6, 2 and 4, as long as ultimately it equals 12, you decide how you divide it up. The last page, which is the page 4, and that looks like this, is here at the bottom, is continuing and finishing notes number 6, World War I at home, and that's why you see World War I at home at the top as well. This one only has 2 sections, civil rights abuse and war causes social change. So you can see there and there. And since you got 2 and you have to do 12 bullet points, normally it would be really easy. Well, we've got 2 sections, just do 6 and 6. But when you go to the notes and you look at these 2 sections, this is a small section, this is a large section, so it doesn't make sense for you to do 6 and 6. So that's why I put 4 for the first one and 8 for the second one. Much larger section. It could also be 5 and 7, that equals 12. Or you could do 9 and 3. 9 and 3, that equals 12. You decide based on what you see on the page of notes. All right, so that's what the title of the notes, the sections, and the bullet points. The last thing that you got to do on each one, and we're going to go back to page 2, is you got to write 2 boxes, draw 2 boxes. One box for the 10 keywords that I talked about over here, and then one box for the small picture that I talked about here. Now these 2 boxes could go anywhere that you go on the page. So here I put them together right here on page 2. On page 3 I put them at the bottom, top, bottom left. On page 4, as you can see, I split them, one over here and one over here. You could put them wherever you want as long as the 2 boxes are there. And what you're going to do here is, out of these 12 bullet points that you already wrote, so do this at the end, draw the most important one here. So let's say number 6 about neutrality was the most important one, then you draw what you say that over here. And again, then you read what you wrote about here, and then you give me the 10 keywords. So like from the 3 isms, you could write Maine started war, right? Maine was that acronym we talked about. Maine started war. Those are 3 words, comma. And then you could go to neutrality. U.S. not sure, all right? That they were not sure of neutrality. Not sure. There's 5, comma. Lusitania sank. Then you could put Lusitania sank. That's comma. That's 7. And then reasons for war. Then you got to come up with unrestricted submarine warfare. There's 3 more. So 3, 2, 2, 3. There's your 10 words. All right, and you're going to do the same thing here, right here, and then the same thing on page 4 over here. So read this and give me the 10 keywords, either 1 word at a time, 2 words at a time, or 3 words at a time, or a combination of both. All right. So again, ultimately, page 1, create a title, large picture by hand or print it out, name and period. Page 2 will be about notes 5 with these 3 sections, 12 bullet points, 10 keywords box, picture box. Note page 3 will be beginning of note 6, World War I at home, with these 3 sections, split the 12 bullet points, picture box, 10 keywords box, and then page 4 will be the finishing of notes number 6, World War I at home, the 2 sections only, divided up 1 through 4, and 8 here, it equals 12, a picture of the most important idea there, and then the keywords box over here. All right, so that is what you're going to be doing on pamphlets, this one and future pamphlets. And again, the only thing that will change is the instructions here, while I will put the new notes from whatever new unit we're doing. This particular one is due Wednesday, December 11th. All right, and it is worth 400 points, and really important here at the bottom, in your own words. I don't want to see just you copying the notes straight out of my notebook or your notebook. I want you to read my notebook and what I said in those notes and then write it in your own words. All right? So ultimately, 12 bullet points, keywords, picture, 12 bullet points, keywords, picture, and the same thing on the last page. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.